Hello and welcome to Aquarium Rising. This program brings you the transformative initiatives that are shaping Aquarium State under Governor Umo Eno's economic blueprint, the Arise Agenda. Aquarium Rising is brought to you by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor of Aquarium State, Mr. Ekerete Udo. I am your host, Ifyorobasin Okop.
Aquarium Rising.
This week, we highlight the heartwarming stories behind the Arise Compassionate Homes initiative. Over 400 vulnerable families will not just have a roof over their heads, but a symbol of hope and restored dignity. Join us as we take you through the story behind this initiative by a governor with a heart of gold.
Governor Umo Eno, upon assumption of office, had announced that he was committed to placing a premium on the well-being of the less privileged and the neediest in the state through a model known as bottom-to-top approach of governance. This was effectively captured in his Arise Agenda manifesto, where agriculture and rural development stood at the front burners.
Follow Arise Agenda, will not be distracted, will follow through on agricultural development, rural development, infrastructural maintenance and advancement, security, and of course education.
His bottom-top approach meant that policies such as the free staple food through his bulk purchase agency, the free uniforms and school shoes, the training and empowerment of young people through the IBOM Leadership Entrepreneurial Development Program, and massive rural and agricultural development programs bring a new lease of life to the vulnerable in the state. However, the most inspiring of his humanitarian gesture appears to be the unconditional provision of free houses to the poor conditioned residents across the state. Governor Eno holds out the wand in housing development, beginning with the Arise Compassionate Homes, intended to provide over 400 tastefully furnished homes to vulnerable people across the state.
There are people that if you see the houses they live, you will weep. In villages, all those elderly people. So we took our time, we asked our people to go around, don't influence them, you won't even know who I will send. So they go around, take pictures, we've seen those pictures. We're doing one in each local government right now. We call them Arise Shelters, 2-bedroom flats, solar light, borehole. They too deserve a good life.
Selecting beneficiaries after an independent team went round the state to ascertain every prospective beneficiary's extent of need, threw up shocking revelations on the deplorable living conditions of some families.
Amin ba ku kukut ba ro isabi kot nga te fong ten dam je benda ba ma de bam din bo ayo de din ya amin bam te ten tem kon dia ndoro ki wore ma no me ra fong a fong ka ten tem min bono ke siet a fre de ma me de be di pato fong mi ai te mo yo ka du yam mi
oh pastor me ari ka fo ka tu fo mi ngaranga mba ma pau nam fin tem di to iyo ma yin siere ni wongo anya yang ada ando isa yang ise me ba seri nam die nya mbonga ka yen ka o fo ga mi erre ayina mi yang se mo ngi song ayo ma kam amin wo to se na min wo ndia nan tum ka bo ndar fo yo ngama nyang tie amin kete to ga ina yang ai bang nan tururu ani ya fanga wa
No sooner than the beneficiaries were identified and profiled by the Humanitarian Affairs Department of the Governor's Office, had work begun, and in 2 months, some of the expected 400 two-bedroom bungalow homes across the 31 local government areas of the state are ready, each furnished and fitted with solar power, lighting and water for the vulnerable beneficiaries. Performing the symbolic handing over of the compassionate homes to Madam Arid Cletus in Ikoreko, Ibionibum local government area, as part of events to mark his first year in office, Governor Eno assured of his administration's commitment to the gesture.
Grace is locating about 400 vulnerable families under the Arise Compassionate Homes. These people in every ward in this state, we're going to build an Arise Compassionate Home. This is the same thing as building a low-cost housing estate, but this time we're spreading it and taking the houses to the people so that our very vulnerable people can have houses in their own villages too. So we go around, look at the houses they live, and we are building. Today, apart from commissioning this first phase of this project, we are commissioning through this one house in Ibiona here, another 36 which have been completed. I have just approved the construction of another 164 compassionate homes so that we can meet the first 200 houses. I believe that before we leave office or we contest for re-election, and by the grace of God and your support, come back, I believe that we'll give 400. So that in every ward in this state, there will be an Arise Compassionate Home.
Succeeding days have seen officials of government crisscross different parts of the state to hand over these homes alongside 500,000 naira business support to each of the beneficiaries in Eket, Oron and Abak federal constituencies, where the governor was represented by the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mr. Ukoudum San, Commissioner for Internal Security and Waterways, Retired General Koko Esien, and Commissioner for Environment, Chief Uno Etemuno, respectively. Across the different locations, the message has been the same. Governor Umo Eno is committed to turning around the socio-economic fortunes of the people and is focused on his Arise agenda.
Governor Umo Eno would always, and because he comes from a humble background, his priority is people that come from humble backgrounds, those that don't have, and he wants to lift them up. And that is why he's doing these compassionate homes, additional to other things that he's doing for the people of Akwa Ibom State.
A governor who believes in the rural areas, he will continue to develop the rural areas. That is the governor we have in Akwa Ibom State, a true pastor. So today, I came here with my team to inaugurate this project. An official handing over of this project to the beneficiary.
The governor comes from very humble beginnings. And so when he was devising his policy for his government, he started from his own roots and devised policies that will help people who are in conditions that he himself was familiar with.
Every stop for the team provides the Special Assistant to the Governor on Humanitarian Affairs, Mr. Nsikanabasi Umo Eno, opportunity to give an overview on the homes and their appurtenances.
This house is a 2-bedroom bungalow. In that 2-bedroom bungalow, His Excellency has graciously furnished a 2-bedroom bungalow. His Excellency, the panel of this very house will furnish it. His Excellency, this house, the panel can have same form. I have more on the community. It's a solar powered borehole. If you guys to focus on more on the pump. You don't really need power to pump that water. It's a solar powered borehole. I'm a solar powered electricity. And you get power, look at the generator, Adami. You can ask me, as I'm 24 hours. How is that to eternity?
From Ibono to Ona and Iket local government areas, Governor Eno is the hero of the vulnerable and undeserved, according to the beneficiaries. The governor's kind gesture in Ona was heightened when reports filtered in that the location in Ikodnkan community, where a building was erected for a widow, was actually donated by a poor family. Governor Eno promptly announced his decision to build a new house for the generous couple.
Madam State, Umo Eno. I could get my no blue. We got piece on the we are available for no ma. Yeah, they will get a statement. Tomorrow. Okay, now for Namaru. I found it. Can't do in Mongo Game. They get it for them. You know, from the ma. You know, again, yeah.
Was the suffering, I'm suffer. I cried that Kiran coming for this shelter, so have to render the land. But at a rescue, even Komabasi appoint Pastor Umo Eno to be the governor of the state. And it is very, very good. This appointment, I could remove the real spiritual eyes. I say appoint God-fearing people to be on the post. And yes, one year season, because I can manable and on you a mega yebu and yes, and yes, so issue us 1 year season. If a man to the more come about second election, then come on you at IGG. And yet, it don't come by the Gagata, they made you governor more allocate spiritually to this place. Actually, this is my compound.
The sentiments expressed by beneficiaries in Okobo, Urofonroko, Urungoko, and Oron local government areas were not less emphatic on the governor's compassionate disposition.
Umo Eno, governor of Braquayo, so I am a
In Abak Federal Constituency, the beneficiaries, in agreeing they have not seen such magnitude of benevolence, are lost in their gratitude to Governor Eno.
Amen. Mettons à Zina, Umo Eno. Moi, je sais que j'en entends mon offre. Et quand on entend aussi, il est beaucoup long terme. Et quand on a offert Israël, à ce moment-là, nous sommes encore venus. Mais d'abord, je vais aller dans le pays de ma church Christ.
Political stakeholders and community leaders in each of the located words for Governor Eno, who has been described as a champion of people-friendly governance, as some of them gifted cash and home appliances to the beneficiaries in support of the governor's magnanimity.
Your Excellency, you are the grassroots governor. Your Excellency, when you say that your signature project is on the people, we have believed you. You said that everybody will feel the impact of this government. Your Excellency, we have seen it. What we have done here today is a testimony that you are the governor of the less privileged. Your Excellency, we are with you. Come thick, come rain, come shine, we are with you. In the dark, we are with you. In the sun, we are with you. We'll stay with you and abide with you for 8 years.
By doing this, you are doing it for all of us, on behalf of all of us. A people that sat in darkness, a great light has appeared today. So you have broken records.
I want to say very special thank you to His Excellency, the Governor. And I pray that come 2027, the God in heaven that sees what the Governor has done to us here should open heaven and shower him with blessing.
We want to say that we've seen what you've done in the span of 1 year in Umo Eno local government. Oh, yes. We are ready, Your Excellency. Your second term will be a walkthrough because we are
because made your own so many or make back at this and naked. And I did that I am free to say you appreciate wherever we see him. And I support on you wherever we see him.
Most of the beneficiaries do not even have party cards. That goes a long way to show, Your Excellency, that you're a man that has come to govern Akwa Ibom people, not just a party. We are sure that few years from now, Akwa Ibom state will be the envy of every state in Nigeria.
I want to stand here to say that the Ona people are solidly behind you. We are going to support you now and even your second bidding. There is no vacancy here. It is Umo Eno in, Umo Eno in, Umo Eno in.
Governor Eno's strides at realigning the fabrics of humanity is blind to boundaries, as it is no news that a family in faraway Ugep, Cross River State also had a bite of the governor's benevolence after a sensational video from a young lady who was appreciating the father for seeing her through school revealed their poor living condition. Governor Eno was touched and extended his generous handshake across the boundary.
Video of a very young lady who went viral. The young lady came back from the National Youth Service and went to our village, saw the father, and some of you saw that video. She did a march pass, took a salute, pulled her youth service uniform, put on the father, and so she said, well, a lot of you in school, I think by a side note, some of you don't know that this is where I come from. And my father chose to send me to school rather than to build a house for himself. So they showed that house, thatch house, and I looked at that video and the father prayed for her. So I asked my people to find out the person. And thankfully, thank God for technology. So sometimes when you post things, you think people can't know you. They can always find you. So they found out, and we got her. She is from Cross River, incidentally, and Ugeb, to be precise. So we sent our team to go verify that she was the one. We found out that she was the one, went to the house, talked with the father, and we have decided to build a 3-bedroom house for that family.
Very grateful and so much thank him for what he has done. And God will give him long life and prosperity. And by the grace of God, it will continue the governorship next time.
I want to thank God for this privilege and also the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Excellency Governor Umo Eno, for this opportunity and support that he rendered to my family. Words enough cannot say thank you, but only God alone will bless him.
Not done with improving the living conditions of people of the state through provision of decent housing, Governor Eno recently inaugurated 236 units of expandable 2-bedroom flats at the Grace Estate, where he donated 150 units to level 1 to 8 civil servants, free of charge.
Today we are commissioning 236 units of 2-bedroom deluxe apartments. 150 of these units will be given to civil servants from grade levels 1 to 8. This will be done through a raffle draw, because we don't want anything to be put under the table. So we are going to have an expression of interest that people will use. If you are interested in joining that bid to get one of these flats and you are within level 1 to 8, the head of the civil service is the chairman of that committee. The expression of interest you will pay is 50,000 naira. When you pay, you collect a form. We're going to set a day within the next 1 month. We'll all be gathered at the amphitheater. It will be an evening of relaxation, and it will be an happy hour evening. And so we'll be gathered at the amphitheater. We will conduct the event to be a very relaxed evening. Everybody who have bought that form will give you a form number. As you are buying, you are getting your number. We'll put those numbers openly. All of the numbers will be put openly, and we'll conduct a draw. We are going to give 150 houses free to all the civil servants that will qualify.
Beyond the massive work at the Grace Estate, the governor is not backing down on plans to expand the capacity of the facility, as he announced that work on the second phase of the estate will soon commence. This is in addition to the donation of 40 hectares of land to the State Council of Nigeria Labour Congress for another estate for civil servants to enhance their quality of life.
There is another estate here which was abandoned for 8 years. I visited the other day and I've directed that work should commence immediately. 28 of those buildings have been fully ready, and I understand that it can take 200. So within this axis, we look to creating about 700 housing units between Grace Estate and the other estates.
From this, it is unassailable that if compassion and public spiritedness were to be a person, their name would be Umo Eno, and Akwa Ibom could not have made any mistake settling for a leader that is attentive and sensitive to the needs of the people.
Akwa Ibom rising.
An empathetic leader is one who connects with his people in order to inspire and empower them. You will agree that the Arise Compassionate Homes initiative demonstrates Governor Umo Eno's compassionate and people-centric leadership style. And that's a wrap on today's edition of Akwa Ibom Rising. On behalf of the executive producer, Mr. Ekerete Udo, and the entire Akwa Ibom Rising team, this is Ifewawasi Okop, reminding you that Akwa Ibom is rising, and together we can reach even greater heights.